One of the things that President-elect Trump said they wanted to get rid of was the Department of Education, the federal Department of Education, and he wanted to send that back to the states. Or he is saying that he'd like to send that back to the states. Some take issue with that and say that it's this or that or that or this. Some don't. My question is, what is education? In all honesty, is it up to the state, federal, or local to determine what matters it is that are important for us to learn? Like, out of all the things that we could be learning about in the world today, when you take a look at the curriculum, if you're currently in school or if you got children or grandchildren, and you look at the things that they're learning, wherever you may be, do you prioritize the lion's share of that information as matters that are going to prepare them not so much for the world that is, but for the world that's coming 10, 5, 10, 15 years from now? Is that the condition that you see the curriculum, wherever you may be, for yourself or for the children that you have or are surrounded with? For many of us, the answer is an astounding no. It's not preparing us for the world that is to come. Okay. So while Trump may be promoting the elimination of the federal Department of Education, primarily for political reasons rather than budget, even though there is some uh, cuts that could definitely be made from the federal budget from eliminating that department. It seems to be that he's driven primarily by this issue of race and gender being the forefront of all educational matters at this particular point in time. So I'll ask you, out of everything that's going on in the world today, would you really be prioritizing race, gender, or hell, pretty much anything that's being taught in the public education system as the forefront of matters that are important today? Matters that are important not only for the world that we're in now, but for the world that is to come, for either yourself, children, or grandchildren. I say no. It's an astounding no in most cases. I'm not. I see people. I actually am very involved with education. Have been my whole life, and for most of you, you have. Learning is something that we all do. Doing it under the guise in the direction of the state is something else. So I ask you, have you spent the majority of your life simply learning whatever it is the state says you should learn? Or have you decided to maybe venture a little bit beyond the curriculum that you've been given? If you haven't ventured beyond the curriculum that you've been given, I'd highly recommend and advise that you do. You may find something that can benefit you for where you are and for wherever you're going. If you don't see any issue or take any issue with the current state of the world, the current state of education as a society, as a globe, um, then obviously I'm not talking to you. I see education as critical. I see knowledge as critical. And if you could determine what someone knows, you can determine where someone goes. When you can censor information, when you can ban books, when you can ban material, which is where large parts of the world are already there, and many parts of the world are rapidly heading there. Where are we going? Where are you going? Where are you going to allow yourself to go? And at what point are we, you, I, going to draw the line? My advice: learn from history and let us prepare for what's ahead.